So today I'm talking from Sefer Yetzirah, officially written by Abraham, although it could be he received it from Adam. And just starting off with some points. Also, this is from the book by Aryeh Kaplan on Sefer Yetzirah. So first of all, we have hate, which disconnects inside, and love, which expands. Then we have cutting, which separates. Killing is not to be growing, right? We have 3 intellectual components, which balance on 7 emotives, which balance on the 22 alphabetical frequencies. So first we have triangle, right? Then we have the tetrahedron or the hypertetrahedron. And tetrahedron is 7 points, right, with 6 sides. And then the hypertetrahedron is actually 5 points, I believe, and 4 sides. And when I say alphabetical frequencies, it means literally sounds, frequencies. Each one sounds different. So we have one being advocacy. Then we have Keter is Aryeh, Chachma is Yah. Bina pronounced as Elohim or Adonai because it's Yud and the Hey and the Vav and the Hey. Chesed is El. Gevura is Elohim. Tiferet is Yud and Hey and Vav and Hey. Netzach is Yud and Hey and Vav and Hey. Tzevaot, which is the Lord of Hosts. Hod is Elohim. And Elohim Tzevaot, which is the God of Hosts, or the force of hosts. Or the force of the army, force of the legions. Yesod is El Shaddai, which is the Almighty God. And Malchut is Yud Hey and Vav Hey Adonai. These are all names of titles of God, which we don't say lightly. I'm saying it now because it's from Sefer Yetzirah only. And because I just prayed, God as the king requires habituation. In terms of the shapes, so we have triangle, then we have like a 4-sided shape outside the triangle, and then we have a 5-sided shape outside the 4-sided shape, outside the 3-sided shape. The formula is n, and then parentheses n plus 5, outside parentheses, over 2. So this is like 3, 7, and 2. Sorry, 3, 7, and 12. So n is 3. Then you have 3 plus 5 is 8. So n times 8 is 24, divided by 2 is 12. So any formula you have. Then we have water and fire, that's meditative techniques. Before engraving and carving, one must look, see, understand, probe. When we think of making a golem, it should be in partnership with others. 10 fingers, in between is the covenant of the tongue. 10 toes, in between is the covenant of the circumcision. God bound the 22 letters of Torah to his tongue and revealed his majesty. And he drew them in water, flamed them with fire, agitated them with breath, and burned them with 7 planets, and directed them with 12 constellations. 12 is 3 love, 3 kill, 3 give life, and 3 hate. 3, each one stands alone. 1 is advocate, 1 is accuser, and 1 decides between. Then we have the ears, and the heart is for love. The liver, the gallbladder, and the tongue is for hate. Nostrils and spleen is for giving life. The 2 orifices and the mouth are for kill. Orifices being in the pelvis. The teli, or the talisman, the talus, the pole serpent through ecliptic pole is Draco, or all the constellations that hang from it. The world hangs, in other words, from the fin of the Leviathan, and God will visit and overcome the Leviathan pole serpent. And then there's the Leviathan coiled serpent, and then kill the dragon of the sea. Now we could think of the serpent, the coil, as the medicine, the sign of medicine, but actually the other side, and then there's a pole and a coil around it, right? But the thing is, we have to remember the serpent, the medicine is possibly a toxin. Sometimes there's 2 kinds. There's homeopathic medicine, which is healing by similars. You give a little bit of the same issue, and then the body or the system quickly goes back. Or you have to give a little bit of the opposite, right? So there's different kinds. Pole serpent or coiled serpent. So in other words, sometimes medicine is kind of like a poison. Yaakov and Esav. So Yaakov told Esav, take your instruments, your teli, your bow. This is the source in the Torah where we hear this word. It can be hanging sword or a quiver for arrows or a bola. Okay, Google, what is a bola?
Here's the definition of bola. Especially in South America, a weapon consisting of a number of balls connected by strong cord, which when thrown entangles the limbs of the quarry.
So there's three mothers, Aleph, Mem, and Esav and Yaakov were Yitzchak's children, and Yitzchak was the son of Avraham. Okay, three mothers. There's Aleph, Mem, and Shin, and from them emanated three fathers. And I want to pause and say there's 10 generations between Adam and Noach and Abraham and Noah being Noah in the ark. Okay, three mothers, Aleph, Mem, and Shin from the alphabet. And from the son emanated three fathers. And from them emanated three fathers, water, air, and fire. And from them, descendants. So it's not born because emanated as fire, water, air. First came the umbilical cord, food, blood, and oxygen. I'm wondering if Aleph is air, fire is shin, and mem is water. Anyway, could be. Fire is digestion and water is immunity, and it's not uniting physically, creates anger. When we're not uniting physically, it creates anger. Also not enough sleep, and non-action and non-laughing is not lessening self-consciousness, it's devitalizing. It takes away vitality. The Aleph is the ox, Beis is 2, it's the house. 3 is Gimel, it's a camel. I'm saying literally in Hebrew, we have a special thing where the letters mean what they are. Dalet is door, it's 4. Hey is 5, it's window. So Vav is a hook, 6. They look like it and they mean that. Zion is weapon, 7. Ches is a fence, 8. 9 is Tes, which is snake. 10 is Yud, which is hand, like Yad. Yad means hand. 20 is Kaf, which is 11. It means bent head. The 12th letter is Lamed, which has a numerical value of 30. So let's back up for a second. Until 10, we had every single one in order, 1 to 10. Now the 11th letter actually has a numerical value of 20. And it's a bent head, Kaf. Then we have Kaf or Chaf. It's both. It depends. You could use it either way. Then we have the 12th letter being Lamed, which equals 30. It means ox goad. The ox goad, like the goad. Okay, Google, how do you define goad? Like to poke.
On the website Merriam-Webster.com, they say, 1. A pointed rod used to urge an animal on. 2. Something that urges, spur, goad verb.
Okay. 13th letter is Mem, which is 40. It means water, right? Yeah. 14th letter is Nun, which means 50. It's to do with fish. 15th letter is 60, which is Samach, which equals 60. That's a prop. 16th letter is Ayin, which is 70. It means eye. Pei is the 17th letter. It's equal to 80, and it means month. 18 is Tzadik, which is 90, and it's a fish hook. 19th letter is Kuf, which is equaling 100. It's the back of the head. 20th letter is Resh. 200 is head, Rosh. 300 is Shin, which is like the Shinayim, which is teeth. The 21st letter is equal to 300, Shin. And the 22nd letter is equal to 400, Taf or Saf. And also Shin could be Shin or Sin. Anyway, Taf is 22nd letter equal to 400. It means cross. So the final letters are Chaf, Mem, Nun, Hey, and Sadik. These are elongated forms of the letter. Some say that they actually have a higher gematria. In other words, the numerical value. So we have Chaf, you have Langer Chaf, a long form at the end of a word. Mem, Shlas Mem, which is like the totally closed Mem, it's at the end of a word. Nun, at the end of a word, Langer Nun. We have Pei, we have Langer Fei, and Sadik, we have Langer Sadik. These are when they're used at the end. When they're the beginning or middle, it's the regular way. Shin and Mem together, we have Shin with the lower Mem, with the regular Mem, or with the Langer Mem, with the 5 primary vowels in 25 combinations with each. So we have Shem, Sham, like Shin and Mem, there's 5 primary vowels, so each one gets each of the 5, and then you combine it together. This one has this one has this, they both have it, then this one has this, and this one has this, then this one has this, and this. You have 25 combinations of Shin and Mem. Shin is the first in all of them. Then we have everything between Aleph and Taf can be cut in half to add 1. So if Gimel could be cut in half to add 1. This is another way of using the letters. We have Sunday is one-sidedness, leadership, it's the angel of Raphael. Then we have Monday, which is anger, seclusiveness, the angel Gabriel. Then Tuesday we have wealth and lechery, the angel Samael. Wednesday we have intellect and memory, the angel Michael. Thursday we have charity and generosity, the angel Tzidkiel. Friday we have religious inclination, the angel Anel. Saturday we have life and holiness, the angel Kapziel. And Saturn is inaction and invulnerability. This is Michael and Kapziel. Then we have Jupiter's generosity, which is Raphael, Tzidkiel, and Barakiel. Mars, which is blood, we have Samael and Gabriel. Then the sun, Gavriel. Then we have Sun, which is independence and openness. We have Raphael and Michael. Then we have Venus, wealth and lechery. We have Tzidkiel, Anel, and Chazdiel. Mercury, we have intellect and memory. Tzidkiel, Raphael, Chazdiel, Barachiel, and Michael. Mercury, we have intellect and memory. We have Tzidkiel, Chazdiel, Raphael, Barachiel, and Michael. Moon, dependence, secretiveness, manic depression. We have Anel and Gabriel. And these are the planets and their hosts. North is about merit. This node is called the dragon head ascending. It's the vernal equinox. Okay, Google, how do you define vernal? This is the fall, right?
Here's a summary from the website vocabulary.com. VNL 1. Adjective. Suggestive of youth, vigorous and fresh.
Okay,
and 2,
Google, you got the wrong word.
Of her characteristic.
Okay, Google.
Thanks for letting me know.
Okay, Google, how do you define the word vernal?
On the website Merriam-Webster.com, they say, vernal. Merriam-Webster's word of the day for May 1st, 2013 is vernal, vir null, adjective. 1, relating to, or occurring in the spring,
Spring,
2,
not
fresh
fall,
or new
sorry,
like the
spring.
spring. Also, youthful.
Yeah, so spring, and so we have a spring and an autumn one. So the south is about liability. So let me do it again. North node is the dragon head ascending. This is the vernal equinox. It's about merit. The south node is about liability. This is the dragon node descending. It's the fall equinox. The 2 points in a planet's orbit that intersect the ecliptic plane. So the lunar nodes are the points of the eclipse. The tele swallows the sun or moon. There's 2 teles. The female is the coiled. The male is the pole. And we think about the female, it goes around, and the male goes in the middle, right? And these are the 2 dragons that live Yesens. Draco, as mentioned before, is the pole serpent, the masculine. The inclination of the ecliptic is the coiled serpent, the female. The female encompasses the male, surrounds. And the tele is often called the Milky Way. So it's the Earth as a fin or as a world. We say we're like a little tiny piece in the galaxy of the Milky Way, right? It's the axes of a galaxy rather than the celestial sphere itself. And the tele has knots. Love, mystical, union. It's 2 divergent orbits. They meet at the knot. It's a spiritual, physical, storm wind kind of. Sa'ara is the initiation to prophetic or mystical experience. It hangs between them like 2 arms of God, like an amulet. This is the tele. The arms are 12 diagonal boundaries, the arms of the universe. And the tele is a place under the firmament of Vilan, which is inhabited by the humanoid beings, which deport themselves in holiness and purity like angels. Divine mysteries are revealed and have authority really to reveal these to normal humans. The methods exist for them to contact. The tele is a likeness before the blessed Holy One, and his head is like a treasure of fine gold. His locks are hanging black like a raven. This is from Song of Songs by King Solomon. As envisioned in battle, Microprospus, which is like a small face called Zer Anpin, it goes from Chesed to Yesod, the 6, right? The 6 of the emotives, the attributes. And the tele is like our line of the universe. Each here is a separate universe. It's not written, because piles of wisdom in each letter of Torah, like hanging hair locks. It's not written Torah, primeval Torah. There's a not written Torah that's a primeval Torah. It's like the black fire on the white fire. It's linked with the Zer Anpin, the small face. This is each letter like a beard's hair, channels through which godly wisdom emanates from his head. It's like the concealed wisdom is the hairs, and the letters is the outward revelation. And I'm going to stop here for today, but there's a lot more to go, and I'm sure you're going to find it very interesting. So I look forward to sharing more. Have a blessed day. Bye.